Oh.
Mom!
Hi, Mom listeners.
We've got a special treat for you. Ooh.
It's a preview of Sugar and Spice's new podcast, Two Brain Cells Left.
It's our new mom show, and we want to share it with you, our amazing listeners.
It's back to school time, so take your seats and pay attention.
Sugar and Spice, those twin bimbos, you're probably thinking, what are we going to learn from these two? Well, there's only one way to find out.
And if you like what you hear, then report back to class every Tuesday for new episodes, wherever you get your podcasts.
Enjoy.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sugar.
And I'm Spice. And this is our new show,
Two Brain Cells Left.
And today we're going to be teaching you how to be a smart bimbo.
So stay tuned. I wonder what awaits.
I can blow more than kisses. I'm the doll on your wish list. They call us Sugarlicious, spicy hot and so delicious.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sugar.
And I'm Spice.
And this is our show,
Two Brain Cells Left.
Every week, Spice and I are going to take you to school on all things cool.
That's why everything's school themed, if y'all haven't noticed.
Yes, every week we're going to have amazing guests. We're going to play really fun games and also get into some pastimes that we don't want to get into, but y'all want to get into, so we're going to do it.
And every week we're going to do a how-to for the theme. So today's episode is how to be a smart bimbo.
Yes, but before we get into today's lesson, I think we should break down who Sugar and Spice are for the girls that don't know who we are.
Okay. I mean, underneath all of this, we actually are identical twin boys that dress up in drag so we can be seen as our own individual people.
Yeah, people always go, oh, you girls need to do a drag look where you match. And we're like, no, the whole purpose for us to do drag is to be seen as our own individual people. That's why
The bar is on the floor. We're like, we just want to be seen as our own people.
Just call me Sugar.
But I think that's the thing about being twins is that people, they really do just group you into one entity and they're like, oh, the twins, and that's them. But when people started calling us by our drag names, Sugar and Spice, I was like, oh my God, you think of me as my own person, an artist, wow.
I know. I mean, well, we grew up on Long Island. We popped out of our mom's womb. Well, I actually shoved this one out of the womb. We're 57 minutes apart. So technically, I'm the baby and Spice is the mom, even though I feel like I'm the mom.
Right, you kicked me out of the puss. That's what you
Right,
did.
I kicked you out. But you know what? The other day I learned from my mom, you came out natural. We're already getting into it here.
Oh, do people
And
need to know these details?
I was a C-section, so in my mind, I made a separate entrance. I said, we might be twins, but don't get it twisted, honey. We are our own people.
I mean,
Okay?
would that even be physically possible for twins to pop out at the same time?
Well, I mean, God bless, but I think the fact that we are Long Island natives, Long Island girls.
It's obvious. It comes out, the Long Islandness every once in a while, you know.
Right. I mean, just don't have me around my family because then it really comes out. And I'm
Yeah, they're like the
dog
dog and the coffee.
The coffee. Yeah.
Sugar.
Yeah. But I feel like we should give them the elevator pitch of who we are because, you know, we were even saying this the other day. We're like, because we took a little bit of a break before the show came out and we were working on our music video and we weren't posting as much. And I'm like, oh, baby, how can they forget us if they don't even know us yet?
I mean, yeah, that's definitely a thing about being social media influencers, TikTokers, if you will. It's kind of a rabbit hole of always trying to keep up and chase the algorithms and worrying about are people going to forget me? But then we just kept saying, girl, they can't forget you. They don't even know you.
I know. And it's so nice to finally have this platform. And we're going to get into it on how to be a bimbo. But thank God we leaned into our bimbo-ness and caused this scene because without all those antics, we probably wouldn't be sitting here on this show with our own platform. Like, I'm so happy every week we're going to be able to, you know, speak from our hearts and be the real us. And yes, you know, we have our ditzy bimbo personality.
But we have a little wisdom that comes out every once in a while, secretly.
Just a little. And
that's my way. Y'all know I can't wink. Can you wink?
Oh.
Well, I just kind of move my face and Doesn't really work, but you know.
I mean, that's why we love drag so much. We get to be our own people, but really it also brings us together because this is our...
We're so wholesome sometimes.
We're so wholesome, but this is our love together. I mean, if we go back to 98 when, you know, Sugar and Spice were first on the scene, you would probably just see two young boys with their dolls to themselves. I mean, we were very quiet, well-behaved
We were very much
kids.
in our own world. I mean, I'll never forget. People are always like, oh, when were you obsessed with dolls? Like, how'd that happen? We always loved dolls. I don't remember getting my first doll. I just remember always loving them. But I'll never forget, we went to the little Babylon pool. I was by our house growing up. And we were on the playground. We had our Barbies. We were running around.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first time I remember realizing in society that we live in a society. And, oh, boys aren't supposed to play with dolls. And the other little boys, they were screaming, Barbie boy, as if it was a bad thing. And I'm like, baby, I will be Barbie boy all day long now, because what's really ironic about that, the thing that made us the most different and as an outcast growing up, it's actually, once we leaned into it, is what made us so successful. So
Right. It's all about exploiting your weirdness. I mean, at the time, I'm so happy I had you.
yes, I mean,
because-
we always remind ourselves how grateful to be for having each other, having a twin, because most gays, most queer people, they're growing up and they don't have anyone, you know? So we were the
Right.
outcasts, but we were the outcasts together, you know? Even within our family, we have two other brothers. We have a brother. There's four of us, but we were always just...
Can she do math? Let's see.
We'll find out. But like being twins, that's the cool thing. It really is it's hard to describe because obviously it's like a sibling, but it is a closer connection where we really did just connect more because we really just shared so many of the same likes and interests.
Yeah, I mean, looking back, it makes sense why we didn't really fit in with our family. And I kind of feel bad because we were so our own entity. It was just, oh, the twins. Because our brother and sister are a little bit older. So I'm sure they kind of felt some sort of way. I mean, even our parents, normally a mom's bond with her child is the strongest, right? You can't break that. But we broke that. Like, we were closer to each other than we were with our mom. But I'm so grateful for that because we were able to parent each other. And I always say, like, if we didn't have each other, my self-esteem would
We're
be
each
in the
other's
gutter.
drag. I mean, we're each other's drag family too.
No,
like-
drag family, of course. I mean, we're drag twins, but really we're each other's drag moms
Right.
because
I'm like, we go in and like we'll really clock each other, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
girl, but like it's all from love because we do have our wholesome moments actually where we really hype each other. We're each other's biggest fan.
no, for sure. And that's just the magic of being a twin. It's a constant battle of being like, it's cringy, it's annoying, like I'm over it, but also thank God because we really are best friends. I mean, even this show, like it feels like we're just on the phone talking.
No, we did this with our dolls. I remember in sixth grade, we would take our dolls and we called it the Good Morning Talk Show.
Yes.
And we filmed videos of them and we each had our doll. Oh my God. We kinda...
My doll's name was Destiny Woods. You were Kendra
Wait, was
Adams.
this like a prophecy or were we just like live? Because we ended up having our own show now. But we
Well,
did that with our dolls.
I mean, Miss Sugar, the prophet, that's one thing you'll learn about Miss Sugar over here. I mean, I would say we're both very spiritual, but I'm a little bit
Excuse me.
a little
you're-
bit more. I was a little bit
Girl,
ahead of
no,
the game.
you're
That's
not,
why
sweetie.
I got you in. Okay,
No.
well, whatever. But I always
What?
say life isn't about finding yourself. It's about remembering who you were. So it's all about just going back, zooming in, and what were your joys? What made you happy as a kid?
I mean, for us, who we were just these two rambunctious little kids that had such big imaginations. We were so
Yes.
creative. And now that I'm older, I've realized, oh my God, if you tap into your imagination, like people that have big imaginations, they're able to dream bigger. They're able to actually like go places. People that don't have a big imagination, they just look at what is, they're living by default and nothing ever happens.
I mean, yeah, the most important thing to know about us is that we're delusional, but I will wear that delusional crown so high because to me, that's a compliment. If you're not delusional, baby, you're never going to get to where you want to
You're
go.
just reacting to life.
You're living life by default. We're here to be creators.
We're here to be in not the passenger seat. We want to be in, what's the driver's seat?
the driver's seat. Yeah. We're driving. Do you have your license?
Years ago, but it's not in practice.
I love how I had to ask you, even though I knew the answer to that. That's going to be very much the show.
No, we don't drive. We walk. Everyone knows. I mean, if you see just like a random like gothic vampire twink with an umbrella walking around WeHo, that's me. So
Yeah, no, literally the other day I got a DM from someone because we walk everywhere all around LA. I got a DM and it was like,
you were caught.
No, girl, she was caught. It was let the dance moves on Fairfax and whatever. And I was like, oh my God, people can. Because when you walk, you have the sunglasses on, I'm in Sugar's World, baby. I didn't know people are watching. And for me, I'm hitting my choreo. And
But you know what? Good for you, because I always say you should be your own main character in a movie because no one actually cares. Even if they saw you and thought you were weird, they're keeping it pushing. They don't give a rat's ass.
right.
So people always ask how we came out to each other or just in general. And with us, we always laugh because we're so similar growing up. So we never even had to come out to each other. I think it was just like a knowing. You know what? That was the twin telepathy back then. Because people ask about that too. And I feel like in my mind, that was our version of twin telepathy. It's like, girl, I see you like Miley Cyrus. You like hello.
Right. I mean, I feel like I was asexual growing up. Like, that was not on my mind. Like, I was still trying to figure out myself. And I think that's why we attracted a lot of girlfriends that were characters in high school.
Yes.
And
they were actually like we were kind of asexual in the sense. So now looking back in hindsight, all of our girlfriends, they were like getting ready for their dick appointments and all that.
our house was
like
the D appointment place. Like, the girls would come over and they would have like their hookups come and pick them up because we were
they
the
didn't
safe
want their moms to
space.
know,
I
I guess. Yeah.
No, that's literally so us. I feel like we really gravitated towards girls. Like, well, that's also the gay experience when you're like in
I'm
gym
like, now we don't
class.
really have that many girlfriends. Well, we just don't have a lot of friends in general.
Right.
But,
Well, I mean, that's the way to be. I think,
Yeah.
you know, you're getting older and you're dealing with everyone else's energy. God bless.
No.
But
But,
I feel like
yeah.
us actually coming out. I mean, I got my confirmation that you were gay when we finally went out to our first gay club.
Oh my,
freshman
I'll
year of
never
college.
forget that. I think we always tell this story, but I'm sorry. Like, when we're both getting thrown into the gay club, we see the gays kissing, Kesha, blah, blah, blah playing. I'm like, girl, this is where we belong.
Right. I mean, well, my canned bit joke is, oh, I wasn't running for the hills. I was running to the D.
We were running for the boys.
Right. I mean, but that was my first time seeing like boys kissing.
Right.
I was like, whoa. But like, you're loving it, but also like you're scared and you're like sweating and you're like, what's going on? But you
Right.
love it. And, you know, after that night, I remember going, like, the confirmation was, so we're going to hang with Jordan next week.
Right. That was us, like, yeah.
That was our friend that brought us. He was our one older gay friend, and he brought us out. And of course, when the other gays always
The
know
gays-
who's up
but
and coming.
even I feel like gays, it's not even like you're like a lot of times like gays will say they have gaydar and they'll try to clock other people and they'll be like, oh, he's gay, we know. To me, I don't think of it as a hateful, a judgy stereotype thing. I think of it as you know your own experience. Do you know what I mean? So you're gonna recognize that in someone else. Not in like I think when straight people do it, oh, I have gaydar. I'm like, girl, you're just using stereotypes and just judging someone. But the gays, we see each other. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of wild to think back because everything happened so fast. I feel like we came out and then boom, we were drag queens.
Yeah, like us coming out, that was nothing. You know what I mean? It's like us doing drag, that was a whole other thing. So us just liking boy, like that was, girl, you got a big song coming.
Well, I mean, for us, we always say us coming out, like the closet door was see-through.
Right.
So we all knew it was just a
The
matter.
job was glass.
But people don't talk about this. It's almost worse coming out when it's obvious.
Right. It's like addressing an elephant in the room. I feel like if you really play up the whole straight passing shtick, then it's like, because I feel like when you're obviously gay, you're just assuming that people know it. So it's almost kind of like, where do I say it? But then it's like, if you're fully like giving straight passing and stuff, then it's up to you. It's on your terms. Right. So for us, you're always afraid that someone's going to say it before you say it.
No, we were in college. We went to FIT in New York City and we like called up our mom and we're like, okay. That was us confirming it again that we were gay. We were like, so when are we going to tell Ma?
I know. And we filmed that vid, girl.
Yeah, and we called our mom and we actually put it on YouTube, which is so cringe. We took it down because it was like, why? But it was a breakthrough.
Looking back now, I'm like, that's probably too personal. But I know that it helped people at the time because she did have a positive reaction. So
yeah, our mom had a really positive reaction and she ended up doing the rest. She told our family and she took the
I was like,
burden,
yeah,
which
do it
was
for
great.
me, girl.
But for us, even at the time, I knew I had an interest in drag. So I was like, honey, you got a big storm coming. Like, I wasn't even fazed by coming out because I was like, ooh, the drag queen thing, that's going to take a minute to digest.
Speaking of drag, us starting, it's very different than the typical queens experience because normally they're out of the house. We were we just had gotten back from college, so we were living in the suburbs in Long Island with our family, wanting to do it. And most queens is more of a nightlife thing. No one really knows about it. They can kind of just scurry around. No one knows. But our drag, I mean, it was our content right away. We wanted to document the whole thing online.
Right.
So we started doing that. There was no hiding. I mean, we were upstairs in our room, but it
Oh,
took
girl,
a
we
while
were
for
hiding.
but it took a while for us to actually like make eye contact with our family in drag, just because it was like
You did. I
awkward.
never did.
I don't think I did.
It was like 3 years of doing drag in our house on Long Island. And I don't think I ever made eye contact with our parents. And that's pretty wild because we would literally take our dad's minivan in full drag and like go into our town.
We were honestly, I feel like we looked at drag in a different way than most queens. I think a lot of queens, I mean, you know, they say it. I've heard a lot of other queens that we know. They talk about how it was just for attention. You know, they wanted to get attention in the club. They want to get their
Trixie
drink
Mattel
ticket.
always says that.
Yeah,
She's
so
like, I just do this for attention, which is, I
Yeah.
love the realness.
no, yeah, and I love the honesty, but for us, I didn't want. That's why
We didn't want to be seen.
I didn't care about attention in real life. I just wanted to get my art out there. And I remember, I'll never forget when the summer of 2019, when we first started doing drag, our parents didn't like it. Everyone online didn't like that we were doing it because we're these little baby queens. People are judging so harshly. Like, they don't know where you're going to end up. They're just looking at what is. So we were getting all this hate, but I'll never forget. We had so much fun that summer. And that's how we became successful. We didn't focus on all the negatives. We had no money, all this stuff. What we focused on was our passion. And when you have a passion, that is going to be your driving force. That is what's going to get you to the next level. And we
Right.
just focused on
I have
loving what
chills
we
right
did.
now.
No, I know, but like we
Yeah.
just kept on going. It was like almost like every weekend, another look, more videos. Like we were just so focused on getting out of that house.
Right.
And I think a lot of people, they want to be known, they want to be in the spotlight. But I think a lot of times it's just asking yourself why you even want that spotlight. Because for us, we just
Right.
knew that we had a message to share. And that was, hey, look, we're these everyday boys, but we can transform into these femme fatales, and we can show you that you can be anything that you want to be. It's so, we get so wholesome, but like,
Yeah.
it's true.
It's the truth. And I mean, for us, right before we started drag, we were working at every grocery store on Long Island. That was our working experience. And I'll never forget, I always say right before I started drag, that's when I was furthest from who I truly was. Because that was me really leaning
Conforming.
into how society wanted me to be. But you never get anywhere when you're trying to please others. Because, baby,
No.
that only lasts for so long, the people pleaser game.
No.
And
If we if we weren't doing drag was the most like unpeople pleaser thing for us to do. It was so cunty, it was so ballsy because no one when you do something just for you and no one else, that's taking all the power back.
no, it set us free. And I remember being at the grocery stores and I would be ringing up everyone, right? And I would just daydream, right? And I would see just these Long Island moms coming in with their hair in a hairnet and no makeup and just, you know, just no glam whatsoever.
Right.
And I would be looking at them. I'm like, oh, you know what? Man, for a little sugar and spice, they could be a superstar. They
There's
could
a
be a
superstar
supermodel.
in there, yeah.
And I always say there's a superstar inside of everyone. It's just a matter for you to lean inside and find it because the magic is all there. It's not outside of you. And that's what drag did for us. And
I mean, I feel like even before drag, people would be like, oh, you're such queens. Like, we did these boy YouTube videos, and we never fit that, like, gay boy fantasy because we were just too crazy. And
Yeah.
people are just looking at you for your looks and stuff, and we had all the personality. And then, so they would say we were too much of queens, and then once we were queens, they were like, oh, well, you're not a queen enough, and all that stuff. But even with our interest in drag, like, when we first started drag, we never were like, ooh, I want to be on a stage lip syncing someone else's song.
Right.
Loved it, but like we had other reasons for doing it. We
Right.
loved entertaining in our own way.
well, for us, the whole objective was to get out of the house because we didn't want to be doing drag in our house. Us doing drag for 3 years, that wasn't, you know, what we wanted. It was
That was our starting
It was
point.
horrible, honestly. But I'm so grateful for the contrast because it made us who we are today. I mean,
We got right. Honestly,
we would take all day to
also,
get.
it's been a running joke for us about how long we get ready. I remember it was at the club like a couple weeks ago. We were with Miss Iconic Scarlett Bobo, and she was performing with Rita Ora, and she was like, she was like, babes, like Rita was asking about you guys. I was like, oh no, what'd she say? She was like, did you hear Sugar and Spice? They take 8 hours to do the makeup. It's not crazy. And I'm like, I love how through the grapevine.
Yeah.
I think we said it took us 5 hours once, and it
No,
turned
but girl,
into 8 hours.
it did take us 8 hours. But also, when you don't have to get to the gig, you had to get to the club. You could take all day because there was no time limit. I mean,
Right. I mean, people were so mean and like, I think we were just really we wanted to be so
Perfectionists.
perfect because we didn't want to give people material. So it's like, I think that, but we've always been perfectionists.
right. I mean, it's sad. I wish I could go back to Young Sugar and Spice and be like, girl, no one's keeping score. Relax, take a breath. But I think we had this entire like weight on our shoulders because not only were we just trying to get better for ourselves, you know, the internet, because we had a little bit of a very niche, like boy lifestyle gay following at the time. So all of those fans at the time, they were attacking us because it was a more older gay male audience. And
Well, yeah, that's a whole nother topic for another day about the internalized misogyny and the gay community and the
Right.
masculinity versus, that's a whole other thing.
But it was a lot of pressure because we go, oh, we're going to be so good at our makeup. We're going to make them like drag. We're going to be so good at drag. They're going to like it. And it's like, baby, you can't get sick enough to help sick people get healthy. You can't get rich enough to have unrich people get rich, you know? So,
Wow, that's a new one. I haven't heard that one
no,
yet.
you have to focus on why you love it. But I look back and I'm like, I wish I could have had, sometimes the normal drag queen experience because we didn't have the liberty of being booger boots. I mean, we were posting it instantly and the girls were on us. But I think that's why we got so good because, a normal drag queen, you go to the club and you kind of have those few months to kind of really be busted,
be
you
a
throw on
mess.
your wig because it's not being blasted
Yeah.
everywhere.
I mean, lighting
So-
being lit is very different than a dark club with a random purple light and like a gay twitching in the corner distracting you.
I think that's why the girls gag when they see us in person because especially in the beginning of our career, a lot of people, I remember we had our one drag queen friend, we won't mention her, but she saw us for the first time and she was like, oh girl, I thought it was all going to be Photoshop. I thought it was going to be face
And we were like, girl, we're known for the videos. Well, no, now you can filter a video.
right. Well, at
but,
the time you
yeah.
couldn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm grateful for our TikTok social media upbringing because it got us really good at drag and it got us TV ready, if you will. So thank God for that.
Oh, I think it's time for a break. But when we get back, we're going to get into a little show and tell.
Ooh.
Welcome back to class. Our first lesson today is how to be a smart bimbo. And the first rule to being a bimbo is realizing that it's all just a disguise. It's an act. It's a performance, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, we're not performing today, but I can give you a little cheer. HOTT, hot to go. Is that what the girls are listening to? Chapel Roan?
I mean, honestly, we should just get into what she's giving because you're giving me like the mean girl in high school, very Frenchy, very grease. You just had some summer loving and you might like key someone's car after and have a whole character arc about how you're maybe kind of a good person at the end, but not really.
You forgot the part where I was the prettiest drag queen in the world and you love me so much.
Right. I mean,
I-
I feel like that is the whole thing about our drag. We like to be like little movie characters. So these are like our cheerleading looks.
Yeah, I mean, well, let's get into what Spice is giving. I mean, you're kind of giving me,
I'm
I know,
bored. I'm so hot and bored.
girl, let me describe your look. You describe mine. Let me have my talking point. You're giving me the girl in a Cinderella story, and she was the angsty girl on the loudspeaker,
Yes.
and she was always mad about something, but she was gothic. That's what you're giving me.
Oh, but I'm not mad about. Well,
Well, I mean, well, yeah.
the night's
girl.
still young. Every year since we started drag, we would always do kind of back to school looks. I think it's because our love of
Right.
dolls. There's always we love a back to school line.
Right.
But for us, we've done like schoolgirls before, but I feel like this just fits perfectly for the show.
Well, why don't we actually show everyone our first item for show and tell today?
Yes.
It's Spice's sketchbook. So one thing you should know about us is we actually design all of our looks. We work with designers, but it really gives seamstress because we just tell them what to make us. So
Yes, I mean, if we uncover this book, there are so many sketches throughout the years, but I feel like actually growing up, I mean, I loved drawing, I loved sketching, but once I started doing drag, it was actually before Drag Race. That's what got me into designing again, because you have to design 40,000 looks. So it just started out as something cute, but now I get really stylized with it, and it's just so fun because it's all a thought at once. And then it's kind of, I always say doing drag, it's kind of like a physical manifestation because it's a thought in your head. Then you think it out, you draw it out, and then you, with the help of our amazing design. I mean, they're designers, but for us, we always joke.
Girl, I just said that.
But the designers we work with, like, they're very particular because we know it's like they're bringing our vision to life. They don't really have their own say in a sense. We're very particular.
With this show, you're going to uncover a lot of things about us that you probably wouldn't realize. I mean, that's the whole art of playing up the bimbo shtick. You probably wouldn't know. You just think of us as these ditzy characters.
But we're extremely into our art. That's the one. That's what we fight about. Honestly, if we do fight, like if it's like our art isn't good or something's happening because we're just so passionate about it. So now it's time to get into
Show and Tell.
Okay, so the first picture that we are showing and daring to tell about is our first day of kindergarten. And looking back, I'm like, babes, the brand was already there. I mean, we're kind of living up to it right now. Mm-hmm. I'm in red, Sugar's in blue. My mom always did that because our mom always did that because people couldn't tell us apart. So it was an easy way, and we each had our own thing. But red has stuck with me. I mean, I loved red even back then because I loved the Little Mermaid. So I saw that fire engine red hair. So for some reason, like, I looked at that, and then that was a way for me to have like my own little thing. Like, you didn't like red, I liked red. I didn't like blue. You liked blue, you know?
Right.
It's like silly looking back, but that was our sugar and spice back then, even just liking red and blue, having our own thing.
It's so wild to look at this picture because I actually feel more connected to this person, young Cooper and Luke, those are our boy names, oh my God, than my high school self, because this was the true me. This is before society got in my head of how to be and how to act. I mean, our childhood, in a weird way. Have y'all seen the movie Matilda? If you don't, you're uncultured.
I love how you're acting like this is an episode of Dora. Like, they're going to talk back to you.
I'm on Instagram Live. I'm like, comment down below. But it kind of gave that, not like in a bad way. Like, our family loved us, of course. But it was in the more, I just relate to Matilda because, you know, you feel weird. You feel ostracized. But looking back, it's like, baby, you weren't weird. You were exceptional. You know, but no one else could relate. I mean, it is kind of weird to think, because you put your parents on a pedestal, you put everyone older than you on a pedestal.
But then you realize we're all just people trying to figure this shit out, right?
Right.
Okay, the next one.
Well, let me get into my little show and tell today.
Oh, I'm scared.
I have another photo. It's a little later on. Ding, ding, ding.
Girl, we needed a jump scare for that one. Oh my God. I mean, this is taking me back to 8th grade.
Girl, this is my photo. Can I speak first? Thank you. So this was our farewell. There's going to be a lot of that, y'all. This is our farewell dance in 8th grade. Miss Sugar, she is on the, is that the right or the left? Lord knows.
She's
in the purple.
The eggplant.
Ding. I just got my braces off. Spice.
I think I still had my
braces.
Honestly, I look back at this and I just think of someone that was like so insecure. I remember being like, why am I at this dance trying to look cute? I had the braces. I was so insecure about my forehead. I didn't know how to work, you know. Even with being a drag queen, over the years, you polish yourself up. Even just out of drag, you learn your look. And I mean, we were literally in an awkward phase. So obviously.
Girl, you were so cute. Stop hating on yourself.
No, but honestly, I look back at this and it's like, it's cute. I'm not mad at it.
No, I mean, it's interesting because this is when it started where I wasn't really myself anymore. I remember going into high school and we had an older sister. She was 2 years older. And we just immediately were just the uncool little brothers.
But naturally you want to fit in. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's so not, oh my God. Us trying to fit in into like a high or just, no, that is not us.
Girl,
no.
It's like fitting
it's so unnatural.
A square peg into a circle. It's not gonna work.
A what? Into a what?
Yeah, I mean, these people, well, no one knew at the time, but we were secretly like these little brats photographers.
Yeah, I mean, even at this time, looking back, we had friends in school, but we didn't really hang out with them. Like, we would just go home. We were taking pictures of our dolls. We just cared about our even back then.
Yeah, nothing has changed. I mean, I remember the girls were like having Four Locos and getting with people, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna like crimp my doll's hair and put her in an outfit and go on a bike with Spice, and we're gonna go to the town over and take a photo of our doll at sunset. And
And you know what? That's what makes us sickening.
it makes us sickening. It also made us fearless from a young age. People are like, that's another common question we always get is, how are you so confident? And it's because we learned fearlessness by just holding our dolls up in random like public places, and people would look at us like crazy people, but we didn't care. We wanted the shot because we had a stunt on Flickr. It was like this little photo community before Instagram.
But you know what? I
Yeah.
feel like it's not even a matter of confidence. We really just, I do not care what anyone thinks because, I mean, more so then I cared more.
Well,
but it's like an
yeah.
unlearning. But especially by now, I just know that everyone is so the main character in their own head. I'm sorry, they are not thinking about the one little weird thing that you said at that party. They're thinking about the weird thing that they said. So
Right. Well, let's get into our last item. Is this the last item? Well, let's get into our last item for show and tell today. Should we do a reveal at the same
drum
time?
roll, please. Ding.
So
Oh
these
my
are our
God.
senior year photos in the yearbook. And yes, these were our quotes. So I came before Spice. So I had, we can't stop, ...
And then mine was ... and we won't stop. And honestly, like,
We ate with that saying
we ate because we didn't lie. Like, we're not gonna stop.
We're not going to stop. Also, it was 2016 we graduated.
Yes,
So
yeah.
freshman year, me doing math, she
Oh,
has more than
is
two brain cells. Freshman year, 2013, Miley's song "We Can't Stop" came out, and we
That was
loved
just our
Miley.
song. Yeah.
We loved Miley, and everyone associated that song with us in school. Like literally, I remember at homecoming that year, like that song came on, and everyone was like, I was about to say Sugar and Spice, but Sugar and Spice didn't exist then. They're like
Yeah,
Cooper
but
and Luca.
honestly, looking at these pictures, though, I remember. I mean, some things never change because I took hours getting ready. We were like, "Oh, this is our photo." I don't know. I
You gotta
remember.
brush your hair.
I mean, I don't wear makeup out of drag now, but back then, like that was my drag. Like we were powdering. My hair was long. You had platinum blonde. I had like a weird man bun. It was like 2015. Don't ask. But I just remember like being nervous and it was a whole photo shoot and there was so much pressure on your senior picture. Now I look back, I'm like, bitch, I don't even know who this is. Who cares?
Yeah, we don't.
But
we don't
back
care.
then it shows how small your world is because it means everything to you.
But again, we were the branding icons. We each wanted our own look.
Cooper was giving me sugar back then. She was platinum baby.
She was platinum baby. I was obsessed with Lucky Blue Smith at the time, and he had the platinum white hair. And I was like, ooh, I'm Lucky Blue. It's like, no, girl, you're giving Long Island Cheeto Donald Trump, but with white frosting, vanilla hair.
No, but it was a look. It was a moment.
Wishful thinking. Yes. Yes.
Well, that was show and tell. Let's get into step number 2.
Okay, so step number 2 on how to be a smart bimbo is taking your ego out of it. Now, yes, no one wants to be perceived as dumb. I mean, being an highly intellectual person, like, that's what we all strive for, right?
But really, it's not likable. If you think of most people, it's like a subconscious thing. But if they're talking to you and they think that you're this know-it-all and you know everything, that's great for you, but they're probably not gonna like you. Because it's like if you're questioning their intelligence and making them feel less than, they're not gonna like you.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be a smart bimbo, you have to get over that hill really quick. You have to be so okay with people perceiving you as dumb as rocks in a sense, because ultimately you have to ask yourself, do I want people to view me as smart or do I want to get what I want?
Exactly,
And-
because as they're judging you for being dumb, oh my God, she's an airhead. She's so dumb. What is she doing? You're running right past them to the bank, getting what you need. So,
Right.
yeah.
I mean, I think it also depends who you are. I think the bimbo thing was given to us almost in the beginning of our drag career on TikTok almost as a negative thing because,
Right. But we took the power back and we leaned into it. I mean, it's kind of, what was that girl on Pitch Perfect? Like Fat Amy. She was like, they're like, why do you call yourself Fat Amy? She's like, I say it so shady bitches like you can't say it behind my back. So it's kind of, it's a classic thing. You're beating people to the punch. But
yeah, I mean, that's why I'm happy we have this show because we can kind of finally reveal, hey, we're actually not as dumb as rocks. I mean, that's why this show
but we genuinely don't care because we don't take it seriously. Like,
it's
even
fun.
like,
it's drag. I mean, come on.
But like, I don't know. But we've always connected with the bimbo characters growing up because they were always such a safe space. They were misunderstood. They were gorgeous. They were just, people just kind of wrote them off and they ended up being these outcasts. But I was like, oh my God, wait, but no, they're always the nicest people. Like when we did our music video for All Dolled Up, we rented a pink car and we didn't know that that car came with these two iconic bimbos. They were both blonde. I thought they were sisters. One was the mom, but they were so nice and so fun. And I'm sure people would associate them with being pink and blonde and bimbos and that, but they were so nice. They were so supportive. That's why you can never judge a book by its cover. But ultimately, it really is like, it's just your disguise.
Well, I always say behind every bubbly, sweet personality is a lot of trauma and darkness.
Right.
And it's like, it's a compliment if someone calls me a bimbo because I'm like, oh, girl, I have built this bimbo persona brick by brick, baby.
Right.
Okay? Because ultimately, when you go through so much and, I hate
And you can still have a smile on your face because that's good for you because a lot of people, they just wear their trauma on their sleeve. They become just a story of their past. So without they almost love their traumas and all the things that happen to them because without it, they feel like they're nothing, So if you can go through that and then use it to be a better person and to treat people how people didn't treat you, I think that's powerful.
I mean, I look back and I cringe, but on Drag Race, my song was called Bimbofied.
Oh, you girls, step aside.
It's time to get bimbofied. And I look back and I don't really relate to that person anymore, but I'm happy with how it all panned out because it was kind of liberating to just really be this hyper glam personification of what it means to even be.
I mean, it's fun at the end of the day. Think about the iconic chick flicks, the movie, Legally Blonde. What are the other? Help me out here. What are the other ones? We were watching Confession of our movie references. No one knows. It's like a Lindsay Lohan movie from 2002 that no one cares about, but we're obsessed.
Well, why don't you get into the story of what happened the first day on set of Drag Race? Because we immediately felt a target on our back. We felt all of a sudden, because whether we liked it or not, all the attention was on us.
Yes.
Right when we walked in.
We really and we had this all planned out. We knew the girls were gonna just kind of come for us in a sense. You just never know. You got to be prepared. So we looked at it almost as like an acting gig. Oh, we're Sugar and Spice. We're coming up. We're gonna troll them. We're just gonna be bimbo. I remember, and people think like it's the truth. Whatever that you say. I remember you were like, oh, we performed once and it was a nightmare. When in actuality, we performed a couple times and we had like great moments performing. They were like so iconically us, but like you were camping it up and you were just playing dumb. And it was just good.
I didn't care. It's all about setting the bar on the floor. We walked in, all the performances were a nightmare. We take 8 hours to get ready, and
But if you think about it, we took our ego out of it because we wouldn't do that now. I'm like, bitch, get into her.
We're everything, baby.
But I'm not gonna play myself down. But I feel like it really was a smart thing to do because all of a sudden now you can kind of be
you're not a threat.
You're not a threat to them. They're like, okay, wait, they're admitting to their faults. Oh, that's weird. People don't do that.
You literally see their reaction to us change on camera. And people think it was because they all came around to us. No, girl, that was all intentional. We felt the target on our back. We walked in.
We had to go into overdrive.
All those girls were given, I saw envy eyes on all of them. Because you're talking, you're having fun, and they're all... Because immediately you walk in and especially in a competition setting, they're sizing you up. Of course, they would never say that. They want to lean into, that was their thing.
I mean, that's the thing. People always did they weren't ready for the show, all this stuff. They weren't in bars and stuff. But they forget that actually we were the ones that were the most ready for the show because we did entertainment media on camera. So we were actually more prepared for them. and it was very obvious compared to just being in a
Right.
club. And like, no shade, it was all our first time being on TV, but just being aware of cameras, playing it up.
Right.
And not that you're acting, it's not a scripted show, but very obviously we would be looking around and the girls are kind of drawing blanks, so it was like, oh shit,
Right.
we gotta lead this now. So
But we're sickening for that because subconsciously we felt their energy. And ultimately in the beginning, we wanted to fly more under the radar. We're like, this isn't gonna work with all of kind of the evil eye on you.
well, especially us, because I don't like draw. I'm like, girl, I want to be an artist in peace. I do not need, but that's like, we're way better on our own show like this. We're much
Right.
more highlighted in this sense, because when I'm in a room with a bunch of other drag queens, I'm sorry, I am not fighting for the attention.
Right.
Just like I'm not gonna fight for a man's attention, I'm not gonna fight for camera time. I'm not gonna fight for because it's just so inorganic and it's just so me. And it's like drag already is me. We don't need more of
Right.
that in a competitive
Right.
sense.
But I just love it because looking back, you literally see the switch. I remember you were doing your photo shoot or me, and we came back and they were all asking us a lot of questions, right? Because, even though it feels like they're hating, really they're just confused admirers.
Well, haters
you know?
are always just confused admirers. They don't know
Right.
it.
So we went right into our bimbo shtick, and it's like, oh, you feel that target on your back? Act crazy. Start acting a fool. We started saying a million things. I'm like, are you a porch or a bike person? But. And ultimately, it worked because now all of a sudden, instead of, oh, wow, maybe they make me feel insecure. Oh, they're successful. They have things going on TikTok. Oh, wow, but. Oh, they have personalities. Because when we walked in, the stars had arrived. Let's be real, it was dead energy before we walked in.
But if you think about it, it was good because then you blend in more. You
They
get
were
them
off our
off your
back.
back. So, but also, like I was saying before, it really is more likable for someone to think you're dumb. And it's really, I feel like people might not get that or they're like, what? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like people won't like me if they think I'm dumb. But it actually really is, I don't know. It's just like, it's like a
It's
cutesy, lovable thing. Like, oh, they're just like them and they're cute. They're dumb. Like, oh, it's like a little dog. You don't
Right.
think a dog, you don't love a dog because you think it's intellectual.
They're
You love it because they're
harmless.
just harmless. Yeah.
I guess time is up on show and tell. We have been going ga. I'm getting hungry. I think it's time for a snack time, baby.
Ooh, I'm ready. Okay, we are back. I think it's time we get into the snack.
I'm literally so excited. I mean, I love how mine's pink and yours is
I
black.
think wait, why do I think we're at this is actually our first day of school? We're at lunchtime.
No,
snack
but
time.
actually, shooting this first episode does feel like school because normally I don't need to be I could just get into drag whenever I
Right.
want during the day, if I'm shooting at night, whatever. But this is ooh, now we get
Oh
our
my
snack.
god, yeah. Why do I think we all have that one Annie Ann snack that we were I loved this growing up.
What's
I
she
loved the
called?
cos I think just like a zebra cake or something. I mean, I loved the cosmic brownies.
Okay.
Oh, wait. First of all, the fruit punch.
Okay, the Capri Sun girls, not fruit punch. Well, I guess it's the flavor.
Sweetie, that's the flavor getting to her. Oh my god, the Go-Gurts. Okay, these were fun because I feel like, did we all have the same childhood? Did anyone else freeze these in the refrigerator, right? The little Go-Gurts?
Well, that's one thing to know about Miss Sugar and Spice. God bless our dad. He was a health nut.
Yes.
So we didn't get these fun snacks. This would have been my dream. All of these goodies. I mean, what is this? A fruit barrel? Iconic. We only had goldfish and granola bars.
No, we would go over our friends that had. It was so funny growing up. You always knew the friends that had the good snacks.
You're so right.
You know,
You're
like
so
certain
right.
friends, I'd be like I'd be like, hi, and then just run straight to their snack cabinet and see.
Well, girl, we could talk a mile a minute. It's giving the skinny bitches that don't even eat anything very Bella Hadid. I love pizza. Poses for the picture and then throws it out.
Okay, honestly, I mean, I love Gushers. Honestly, I love fruit snacks in general just because I feel like they're very, think about it, they're fun and flirty to eat. They're very feminine because certain foods do follow the gender binaries.
Foods can be feminine.
Yeah, think about ribs. It's that's masculine, in my mind.
You eat
But
ribs?
then, no. But then, fruit snack, it's girly. It's we're popping it in now.
You know,
How do
the
I open
Ruffles, the Ruffles are that girl.
Okay, wait.
I don't trust you if you're a Lay's girl because, babes, there's no texture. I mean, oh my God. If we're going to get into the negatives, I hate salt and vinegar chips. Like, I don't mean to offend, but like if you eat salt and vinegar chips, like I don't trust
I've
you.
had them before. You don't trust me?
Yeah, sure.
The Gushers are good.
Oh, should I try the Gushers?
They're gushing.
They're gushing?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love like society in 2024 because I feel like I have these every day, like the Trader Joe's versions. But in my mind, like they're definitely just as unhealthy as Gushers.
Right.
But like if it's organic and from Trader Joe's, it must not be bad for you.
I mean, it's interesting. Like, we as a society are so weird. Not only do we label people, we also label food and put it into groups like, oh, this is for kids. This is the kids menu. It's like, baby, I will be 80 years old and having me a nice Capri Sun. And what about it? And what about it, sweetie?
Now, the Danimals, ooh, the It Girls had Danimals at lunch, okay?
Now, the It Girls are getting into the Danimals.
Right. Ooh,
You said right.
No, I had something good to say, but it left me.
What I think we're at right now, we're the equivalent of, it's like Thanksgiving and then there's like the kids table. Like, we always joke and
We're
say,
so kids table.
like, we'll be 50 years old and we're still gonna be sat at the kids table. It is what it is, right?
But also, that's very much us. Like, if the drag world was a high school, we would be at the kids' table and lunch. It's like no one wants to sit with you, but we're the safe space.
But we're the fun girls.
Yeah, we're the fun girls. I mean, oh, but were you the girl in recess? Like, you would just be hanging out with the girls while, like, everyone's doing, like, basketball and stuff? Was that
Honestly,
you?
I feel like my memory doesn't go, like, it all turns into one, you know? Like, they weren't really my most riveting times back in high school and elementary school. I think I was just always on to the next.
Yeah,
Ew.
pizza, we have the extra cheesy Lunchables right here. Now, this definitely wasn't my tea back then, but maybe my taste buds have
Is
changed.
it bad that it looks like it's almost like dog food now? Like, this is for kids? This looks
Now-
like dog food.
Not this looking like Denny's when they mess up the order and you're trying to get the omelet and it's like the uncooked cheese. Like,
This is supposed to be a pizza?
okay, well, this is giving pita bread. And allegedly, this is the sauce. So I guess
Okay,
we'll put
this
this on.
bread is homophobic.
I
I'm
think we both need to
sorry.
try. We both need to, like, for the girls at
Wait,
home.
it smells like rubber. Excuse me? Miss
She's
Lady?
so dainty. She's dainty and petite.
She's tiny, petite, and ready to eat.
right. The man comes out.
Okay, no, this cheese does not look edible to me.
Okay, so we're putting the sauce on.
Oh, girl, be careful with that. You're a drag queen in white. You got to be careful.
So we're gonna improvise. We're gonna shake. We're gonna shake and spread.
Is that sauce or is that someone's?
It's well. What does it say on the package? It says, well, it must have. Makes 3 pizzas, pizza crust, pizza sauce, mozzarella. Girl.
You know, I'm gonna have an airhead because, oh my god, airheads are like little bimbo snacks. If you think like airhead bimbo, got it? No.
Yeah, that's actually
Haha,
cute.
joke, funny.
Instead of calling someone a bimbo, be like, "Oh, you're such an airhead."
I don't think it makes it.
It's
better.
probably worse. Okay, this isn't spreading. We're gonna put the cheese on. If I get food
Well,
poisoning,
while you make your unseasoned, uncooked pizza, I'm gonna have my little airhead. Oh, wait, it's hard.
okay, I'm making a mess.
I'm thinking this is like gone. I can't do this.
Girl, what in the? Okay, I'm genuinely scared because there's something about being this cold. I'm a air fryer girl. I'm a microwave girl. Like overheat that shit until. Can I say shit? I don't know. It's my own show. You would think I.
Wait,
would
you're
know.
gonna eat that?
Well, what? What? You think these are just props? to
Well,
be
yes.
Should I bite it? I'm scared.
I mean, brace yourself.
Okay, well, let's do it. Okay, here
Or
goes
just-
nothing. Trying Lunchables, a sugar review.
Girl, don't eat on top. Girl, you're gonna spill. I'm scared.
You know what? She's kind of sickening.
She's kind of sickening.
You know what?
What was that long pause? You really took your moment.
And I'm only relating this to being me relating it to being.
Wait, because we kind of have similar taste buds, but I feel like
You know what it's
not me
like?
judging the pizza.
So our older sister, she went to college in Oneonta, upstate, and they had this one place, and they were known for like the cold pizza, and they would put the cold cheese on top. That's kind of what this is. I mean, would I have another bite? No. But she's cute. But also, I mean, I think that brings us into our third step of how to be a smart bimbo. You must realize that appearance is number one. And that's annoying to say. Like, I know in today's society of like everyone's beautiful and body positivity and all that. But let's be real. As humans, we're visual creatures.
Yeah,
We
you
have
gotta
eyes for a
look the
reason.
part to be a bimbo. I mean, you can't be wearing a fuck ass bob, sweatshirts, all gray.
Right.
People aren't gonna associate you or assume or judge you as a bimbo. They're just gonna be like, oh, she's smart. But isn't it so silly? Wait, I'm like talking with my food.
Wow, you're so classy.
I know I am.
She's so demure.
I don't want to be like talking with like food. But I mean, think about it. Even in the movie Legally Blonde, if Elle Woods had brown short hair and she was wearing gray tones,
Right.
she wouldn't get the stereotype of being dumb. So it's interesting to me that even something as simple as hair color or a color, people are gonna associate you as something or less smart. So that's why it really, you gotta play it to your advantage, you know? Like
Right.
the first step, I feel like we were talking about how it's a disguise, but to me that's more about acting the part of the bimbo.
The performance,
This is
right.
more looking the part, you know? I mean,
Right.
if we weren't in these little schoolgirl outfits, like we would, and we had glasses up, you might think we're professors. Who knows? Like,
Oh my God, I had a really good thought. See, she's coming back.
you're finding it?
She's finding it.
You're finding the thoughts.
Ooh, you know, we got to do an episode one day when we're really lit up.
Oh.
But maybe we shouldn't tell them.
Maybe we'll
And they'll just have to guess. And then, like, you go to the comments and it's like, girl, they're toasted.
I think we have just a natural high personality. People just think we're high all the time.
Right, high on life. No.
Girl, you lost the thought. We're not going to find
No,
her.
wait. Actually, just pause for a sec.
Are you going to go to the show and tell and find
No,
it?
but no, it
no,
was-
No, you have to. Wait.
Oh, about loving yourself.
No,
Okay,
wait,
no.
wait.
You can't love yourself if you don't love anyone else, whatever that man says.
Wait, what's that
No,
thing?
girl, let me say my talking points.
Wait.
Truly, being a bimbo is about self-love, okay? So it ties into your physical appearance. I know this probably sounds so crazy, but if you love
It
yourself,
does.
you're gonna take care of how you look. You're gonna live an active, healthy lifestyle. I mean, for me, I feel...
And what does this have to do with being a bimbo?
Well, no, it's about your appearance. So you have to
Right.
take care of yourself. You can't just wake up one day and be like, I want to be gorgeous, sexy, fly, and everything above. It's like, you know, of course, we love all these snacks and stuff, but I'm going to be honest. I don't look like this by eating this. And I think people need to be real about it.
Right.
It's like,
well, but that's the thing. It's like, I actually love eating. Give me a good salad. But like that stuff actually fills you. And it's like, if I were to just live off, I mean, that's why it's for kids. But like, you would be hungry in 10 minutes, and then that's how you
right.
end up eating more and stuff.
Right.
But I feel like being a bimbo, it's, you know, it's playing into certain stereotypes in society. But
But
also,
you gotta play the game to get what you want.
Yeah.
Life is a game at the end of the day. You choose who your avatar is. You choose, you know, like you're the director of your movie, babe.
you're the
So-
director and you're also the starring role.
So that's the exciting thing, especially with drag. And hopefully, after leaving this crazy episode, the one takeaway is, oh, wait, I can wake up tomorrow, start completely brand new, and be whoever I want to be. Whether
It's
that's
true.
how I'm going to look, whether that's my personality, because we are in charge of our life. And I know it's really easy to blame everything on everyone else. And, oh, you know, I didn't get the job because that one's a cunt. And, oh, I'm...
Well, you know
not-
what? I think it's very natural to kind of fall into a victim mindset as anyone. But I always say, girl, I'd rather be a villain than a victim any day. I am no one's victim. I'm not a victim
Right.
of the past. I'm not a victim of people calling me. But
Right.
like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there's bigger fish to fry. But
Right.
that's why I think it is good to realize that people are superficial. Right away, they judge you by
right when you walk in the room.
when they look at you. So if you can distract them, walk in and have pigtails, it's like, why not? Because then they don't see you coming. Oh my God, class is almost over.
I'm so sad. I was having so much fun. I said that like a gun was up against my head. But
I
no.
say that in all dolled up. I was having so much fun.
But I think we should get into what we learned today. I think the main takeaways about how to be a smart bimbo is number one, you got to take your ego out of it, baby.
Take your ego out of it. No, people are superficial and it's all appearance based. Okay, so it's appearance. It's also how you act. act. So looking like a hot bimbo, that's not just going to cut it, because you can't be the hot bimbo that's walking around with a book and being... A bimbo is never a know-it-all. Those two don't go. So, that's what I'm realizing. You got to be the bimbo, look the part, but then also act the part as well.
Yes. We also have a sickening email, 2braincellsleft@gmail.com.
I tried to get her in. It was giving I literally got flashbacks writing that to when I was in high school, trying to write something on the chalkboard.
So if you have any cringy high school photos, middle school photos you want to send us for us to react to, that is your girl.
Because we want to get into what she's giving. We got into what we're giving, but we want to get into y'all's high school pictures. We want to hear the stories. Maybe we could give some bad advice with sugar and spice. Oh my God.
Yes, if you need any advice on anything, and it doesn't have to be school related, because
I think it should be. Let's stay on track.
Well, who knows? Maybe someone wants advice on how to glue down a lace. I mean, Lord knows that took me years to figure out. So, girls, we got you on everything. I mean, hey, we are drag. The drag school.
We know some things. Sometimes.
It's wrap it up, girl. We could be here all day. Before you go, definitely like and subscribe to this channel. You're not gonna want to miss an episode, baby.
Yeah, and sound off in the comments below. We want to hear your favorite parts of the show. We want to hear your favorite segments. If you have any ideas, everything. We want it all. Thanks, y'all, for tuning in today. Sugar, we'll see you after class, and I'll see you in detention.
Bye. I'm gonna go shave my grandma's back. Two Brain Cells Left is produced by Moguls and Media, aka Mom.
Hosted by Sugar and Spice.
Produced by Joseph Shepard.
AV technical direction and editing by Margot Padilla.
AV technician Kyle Mapson.
With theme music by Sugar and Spice.
Media and design support by Stone Cole.
Set design by Eris Sevilla.
Executive produced by Willem Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.